What's going on, you savages? Welcome back to more WWE 2K18 coverage. It is Wednesday, August 30, and it is time once again for the WWE 2K18 roster reveal. Today was week number 3 and we got 41 playable superstar reveal for WWE 2K18, including a couple of surprises and fan favorites. We also got some new entrances which I will feature at the end of the video just in case you guys haven't checked it out yet. Nonetheless, like every single week, we're gonna do a breakdown on everything that was discussed today from this week review, and like I said, it does include some surprises, not just from the new additions to the roster but also in regards to attires. But like every single week, let's try to go for 1,000 likes, you savages. Show me what you got. I know that you guys can hit it within the hour, so make sure that you guys elbow drop that like button. So what you guys are seeing in the background is some of the new screenshots that were revealed today in the IGN article. There were 13 new screenshots revealed and we'll break that down in a bit. For now, let's get on into the 41 superstars that were revealed today. Starting off with the face of America, Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, Big Cass, Rusev, Finn Balor, Chris Jericho, Rick Martel, Mick Foley, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Miss Jacqueline, Rikishi, and oh yeah, Macho Man Randy Savage. Ooh yeah, dig it. Let me stop right here because you guys know how hype I am right now, right? Last week we got Eddie Guerrero being confirmed for WWE 2K18 on the disc. This week we got one that we were expecting it, which is Macho Man Randy Savage. But even if it was expected, I'm still hyped up about it. First match on the first day that I will be playing is Eddie Guerrero versus Macho Man Randy Savage. Launch day is gonna be perfect because of it. Nonetheless, moving on, we got Mr. Perfect, Lex Luger, Razor Ramon, Rick Rude, Bader, Ric Flair, Chad Gable, Alexa Bliss, Nia Jax, The Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger, Apollo Crews, Carmella, Dana Brooke, Neville, Shane Thorne, The Authors of Pain, which they also showed the entrance for, Michael P.S. Hayes, Jimmy Garvin, Tommaso Ciampa, Cedric Alexander, Asuka, TJP, Roderick Strong, Johnny Gargano, Jason Jordan, Nick Miller, Dash Wilder, Scott Dawson. So right off the bat, in regards to the roster, I do got a couple of questions that I do want to let you guys know about, and I want to discuss it. So first off, for example, let's look at somebody like Roderick Strong. Now granted, he debuted last year on October, but he just feels like one of the superstars that were gonna be part of the DLC, specifically for the NXT related DLC, the Future Star Pack DLC, and it is kind of weird that he's actually gonna be in the disc at launch. Another good example who I thought was going to be as part of the DLC was TM61. Again, they've been in the WWE for quite a while now, but they've been in the background and they are just starting to actually build themselves up on NXT. So it is very interesting that WWE Game is still including guys like these right off the bat at launch day for WWE 2K18. Trust me, I'm not complaining because they have been with the WWE for a while now, but what I'm trying to let you guys know is that the roster includes a lot of new faces and they're not holding back when it comes to including people that hasn't been showcased on television but are still contracted by the WWE, which again, I'm not complaining, it's absolutely great. But this gives me fear as well about what we're gonna be seeing in the DLC. So basically, it looks like we're gonna be getting the whole Cruiserweight division in WWE 2K18. It seems like we're gonna be getting the whole NXT roster in WWE 2K18, but this could mean that the one that we really want might actually be part of the DLC, which is why they just including everybody else. So what am I talking about? For example, it feels like Drew McIntyre is probably gonna headline the DLC related to NXT alongside with guys like Cassius Ohno and some other guys that just debuted in the WWE. I don't know if Adam Cole will make it to the DLC. I highly doubt, but it certainly will be a huge surprise and it is something that we don't see coming. But if it does happen, it's probably gonna be one of the best DLCs that WWE Games ever done, just because of him. And if the WWE planned it on time, then this could be possible, specifically with what I'm about to discuss in regards to one of the screenshots that were shown to us. But just to finish off in regards to the DLC, I am afraid right now that we have 1 week left and we don't got the Hardy Boys announced for WWE 2K18, and it certainly feels like we're gonna be getting them as DLC. I really hate to tell you this, guys, but again, with such a massive roster, feels like WWE Games is gonna need a couple of top stars to be part of the DLC, otherwise nobody's gonna buy the season pass. Yes, we got the Hall of Fame pack DLC, which is always a good DLC pack, but considering the fact that Kurt Angle is already part of the pre-order bonus, that eliminates Kurt Angle from the DLC pack. So if you guys get what I'm saying right now, WWE need top stars to be part of the DLC for people to actually buy it. And again, it sucks, but that's kind of how it is. I don't know if they will be part of something like the Legends DLC pack, because I mean, we're getting so many Legends already that it feels like a DLC pack just for Legends doesn't make any sense. Unless, of course, out of nowhere in that DLC pack they include somebody like Hulk Hogan, which again, we're not expected to come back to WWE games, at least not until maybe next year or whenever it is that he comes back to the WWE first. So at this point, if the Hardy Boyz is not revealed next week, obviously they're gonna be DLC. Like I mentioned before, they're certainly gonna be in the game, we just didn't know whether or not they were gonna be part of the launch day roster or DLC. So do not be surprised if they're included in either a new type of DLC that's gonna be coming out this year for the game, or within the Legends DLC, if that's a DLC that they will still be doing this year. Nonetheless, moving on to some more goodies. So there were some screenshot reveals like I mentioned before, and these screenshots feature the following superstar: Neville, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Ty Dillinger, the Authors of Pain, Cedric Alexander, Alexa Bliss, Carmella, and TJP. The one that I want us to focus on is this one for Finn Balor while he is in the Demon King attire. And there's a couple of interesting things to mention from this. First off, it is of course at SummerSlam, so that confirms the arena of SummerSlam, which is pretty obvious that it was going to be in the game, but again, it is just good to confirm it. But what most people were pointing out about, and I noticed it right away as well, is the fact that Finn Balor is wearing his SummerSlam attire. And I'm talking about his Demon SummerSlam attire that he wore a week and a half ago at SummerSlam. I don't think I need to tell you guys that that is pretty insane. That is very unexpected, simply because we know that WWE games usually is not that updated. Now, I'm obviously not complaining, I'm actually excited that this is the case. However, the paint is not shown, so we don't necessarily know if he does have the same demon paint that he wore at SummerSlam, but the attire certainly looks to be the same. And this could be one of the cases where WWE games actually worked ahead with WWE and they just discussed which attire Finn Balor was going to be wearing at the event, so they decided to work on it on time and then giving us a screenshot of it a week after. If that is the case, then that is very good, because the chances are that other superstars could be much more updated as well. If they did work ahead and WWE games actually knew which attire Finn Balor was going to be wearing, then chances are that they might knew a couple of other things that were happening at SummerSlam, and we could be getting much more updated attire for other top stars within the WWE. Of course, we don't know if that is the case, and this just happened to be either something that they worked ahead for or something that they just made it within the last week and a half, which will be amazing if they did. But nonetheless, it is just good to see that something so updated will be in the game. And going back to the fact about DLC, imagine if the WWE games actually knew that WWE was signing Adam Cole ahead of time. I'm talking about like a month or 2 months ago, so they decided to start making him and include him as the DLC because they already knew. So again, I'm just throwing that speculation out that I gathered from this week WWE 2K18 roster reveal. Also, moving on to another screenshot, this one with Ty Dillinger. A couple of you guys asked me on Twitter if this was actually a bigger ramp that we are seeing in this screenshot with Ty Dillinger making his entrance. And I hate to tell you this, guys, but absolutely not. This is obviously from a Smackdown Live arena, so it is not something as the one that we see as big on television as the Royal Rumble. The thing is that the graphics itself in WWE 2K18, it kind of blurs out the background, so it looks farther away, which is why I can see why some people are confused. The guest for the roster reveal this week was Kevin Owens, but nothing else was really confirmed except for the fact that the new screenshots and 41 of the superstars were revealed, alongside with the 2 entrances that you guys are seeing in the background right now. So there was no new information thrown out there while these guys were talking, unlike last week, which Samoa Joe did confirm that we're getting a fatal 5-way match in WWE 2K18. Nonetheless, it is still worth the watch because Kevin Owens is absolutely hilarious in it. Nonetheless, you savages, that is what I have for you guys for this breakdown of WWE 2K18 week number 3 roster reveal. If you made it all the way through, then you are an absolute savage, and let's try to go for 2,000 likes instead of 1,000. So smash that like button to help share this video, enjoy the rest of the entrance, and if you haven't yet, turn on those notifications and subscribe because we're on the road to 50,000 subscribers. Macho T, dig it!